A riot is a violent disturbance of the peace by a crowd, often involving destruction of property, clashes with authorities, and general chaos. Riots typically arise from social, political, or economic grievances such as racial injustice, government policies, or economic hardship. Unlike protests, which can be peaceful, riots are characterized by disorderly and aggressive behavior, often leading to injury, arrest, and significant damage. Thank you for joining me today on Blackwash History. I would like to give a special shout out to Deborah from Ohio for being a premium subscriber to the show. If you love Blackwash History, for as little as $4 a month, your support helps fund the mission of unveiling lesser-known aspects of history and supporting our back office staff in bringing cultural education content to light. I opened up today's show defining a riot. You see, throughout the course of history, there has been dozens of riots for the injustices against African Americans. You may be familiar with the Tulsa riot, as it has garnered significant more attention and media coverage than any other riot that I've known about to date. But did you know that on this day, March 19th, 1935, Harlem erupted into chaos? So what happened and why did it happen? In the early 20th century, Harlem emerged as the vibrant center of African American culture, giving rise to the Harlem Renaissance. However, it was by the 1930s, when the Great Depression had taken its toll, it led to widespread unemployment and economic hardship. African Americans in particular faced severe discrimination, often being the first to lose their jobs and the last to be rehired. Housing discrimination and police brutality further escalated tensions in the community. And on March 19, 1935, a young Black Puerto Rican young man, Lionel Rivera, was caught trying to or attempting to steal a penknife from the S.H. Crest dime store on 125th Street. The store owner decided not to press charges and Rivera was released. However, some rumors had spread that he had been beaten or even killed by the store owner. So these unverified accounts of his well-being, it ignited anger and concern amongst Harlem residents. And by that evening, a large crowd had gathered outside of the store. Tensions escalated, leading to clashes with the police, and the unrest continued into the night, resulting in some deaths, numerous injuries, and extensive property damage estimated at $2 million. Notably, African American owned businesses were largely spared, as the anger was directed primarily at white owned establishments. And in response to the riot, the mayor at the time established the Mayor's Commission on Conditions in Harlem to investigate the underlying causes. And the commission's report highlighted systemic issues such as employment, discrimination, inadequate housing, and aggressive policing as contributing factors to the unrest. And despite these findings, meaningful reforms were slow to really materialize, and similar grievances would lead to more riots happening in Harlem in 1943 and 1964. The Harlem Riot of 1935 is often regarded as the first modern race riot in America, marking a shift from conflicts being between racial groups to confrontations between African American communities and systemic structures of oppression. This event underscored the urgent need for social and economic reforms, a call that continues to resonate in many ongoing discussions today about racial justice. As we see many of these things, we see history repeating itself. As today we're still dealing with, in hard times, discrimination, unemployment, and fair housing laws for African Americans. So I thought it was great to bring this story about the Harlem Riot to life, not to incite a riot, but to really shed light that how history over time continues to repeat itself in the different generations, and that the systemic issues remain, and we get out, we protest, we march, we reform. Things seem like they get better, and then something else escalates from time to time, and then we see a repetition of many of these things. So my question is, what can we do differently today that has not already been done? I'm a firm believer that insanity is doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different result. So think on these things for a bit. Continue to learn history, the many different aspects of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And what solutions can we implement today that would better serve not just us, but the future generations coming behind us who may have to deal with these systemic issues that remain and that continue to linger on from generation to generation? What playbook can we create for them today? Thank you for joining me on this episode of Blackwash History. I hope this exploration of the Harlem Race Riot of 1935 provides insights into the complexities of our past and informs our understanding of present challenges. Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and continue to learn, explore, and create history.